This is Dr. Gulshan S, and this is a question on free body diagram. And the question reads, a student is pulling a 15-kilogram cart up a ramp with a rope parallel to the surface of the ramp. So this is a rope which is having a force on it, and let that force be F. A student is pulling a 50-kilogram cart up the ramp with a rope parallel to the surface of the ramp. If the ramp is angled 25 degrees, so this angle is 25 degrees, calculate the following. Draw the free body diagram, find the force parallel and normal exerted on the cart, find the force parallel and friction force exerted on the cart. So if this angle is theta, this angle will be 90 minus theta, so this angle will be also with theta. So if we resolve this mg into component forces, then mg cos theta, that's called a horizontal component, will be acting in this direction, and mg sin theta will be acting in this direction. Now, since m is given as 15 kilograms, and if I take g as 10 meter per second square, so mg is approximately 115 newtons for g as 10, and therefore the resolved components of this force mg cos theta will be 150 times cos theta, and if I take cos 25 as 0.91, I get this force as 135.94, which is also equal to the normal reaction. So normal reaction is 135.9 approximately Newton. Now this force and this force are equal, and the force which is applied is F, and there's a downward force which is mg sin theta. And if I take sin theta as sin 25, then 150 multiplied by 0.42 makes the force down the plane as 63.4 newtons, assuming that there is no friction. Now here, since we have resolved this 150 newton to two component forces, so this 150 newton disappears and is taken over by two forces, 135.9 in this direction and 63.4 newtons in this direction. So the net force needed least has to be F minus 63.4 newtons up the plane in order to move this body if the surface is frictionless. Now, if we add friction to the surface, there will be an additional force which is mu times normal reaction, which will be acting down the plane. And that will be whatever the coefficient of friction, mu, which ranges between 0 and 1. The highest value is 1 and the lowest value is 0 for a frictionless surface. And since R is 135.9 Newton, so mu times 135.9 will be the force of friction. That will be the additional force which will be acting in this direction. So you'll be needing a force of least 163. F is F minus 63.4 plus the extra force, which is mu times mg cos theta, or mu times normal reaction, which will be needed in order to move the body up the plane. So if you want to make this body to move up the plane, you will be needing a force F. The effective force in the upward direction will be F minus this much of force if you apply a force F, and then from there you can calculate how much is the acceleration. That effective force divided by mass will give us the acceleration of this body up the plane. Hope it should work. Thank you.